Graham will battle with the lawnmowers in the background, but 5-2 defeat, 3-0 after 16 minutes. What is your reflection of a pretty crazy afternoon, really?
Yeah, crazy afternoon is right, but you want to be on the better end of those crazy afternoons. Look, the first 15 minutes was a disaster by all accounts. It was awful. Basics went out the window. The lads looked shot to pieces. I call it zombie moments. We shouldn't be conceding goals like that. We speak about keeping people on the outside. We speak about set pieces. You know, you can do all the coaching in the world and you can do all the preparation in the world. But we looked a little bit shell-shocked. We looked a little bit frightened. We looked a little bit scared in the first 10-15 minutes. And look at Carlisle, the clubs like that, and the size of their squads and what they have, the quality at their that they have exposure to. It's one of those things. We needed a lot of factors to go our way today. We needed a little bit of luck. We needed decisions. We needed players to play 9 out of 10 performances. We needed them to be off it. And there was just too many factors that didn't fall our way today. The lads give it a real good go after the half-time break. We had a chat with them, we tweaked one or two things, and they come out in the second half and give it a real go. So fair play to them on that account. But we got to start asking ourselves some serious questions as to the goals the ease in which we're conceding. And that's 2 games now, Wednesday night against Newcastle and tonight against Carlisle, that the goals we conceded are kamikaze, are ridiculous, are crazy, and now either they have to sort that out or we will have to sort that out with new additions.
Second half you came out all guns blazing and got 2 in 4 minutes, game on, and 3 chances really to get level, and just as the third one had passed you by with Matty Carson, it went 4-2 and that was probably game over again.
Yeah, I suppose that's the quality moments. They're the moments. You want them moments to fall for you. It would have been nice to give our supporters restore a little bit of pride, shall we say. 3-3 might have been, you know, we could talk about the game for a few years then. We got back from 3-0, 3-3. But yeah, it just wasn't to be. Matty had a little half chance. We had 1 or 2 opportunities. We forced a save. The goalie pulled off a wonderful save down to his right, going in the bottom corner. I did actually think it was in. It was 3-3. But in all honesty, it's cup football. Anything could have happened. But I just said to the lads at half time, look, if we can get the next goal, you know, you just never know. And they in fairness to them, they went out in the second half and they carried that out. The couple of tweaks that we made, we just tried to restore a little bit of confidence and self-belief in them. And in fairness to them, they reacted. They reacted in the second half. So it wasn't to beat today. It was a lot of it was our own doing, but we were beat by a better team. Fair play to Carlisle. We wish them all the best. They were really, really good. They took their chances. But I can't help feeling we kind of helped them a little bit with the goals we give up, the mistakes we made.
Marcel Lavinia played at right back today. Was it a big call to throw him in after so little football? Is it the specialist in that position that you need?
Look, I had to throw him in really. I've got Ben Grist who's filling in for Crops, so I don't think there was a massive will we, won't we, or should we, or shouldn't we. I think to ask Christie to go out there, Christie again, given his inexperience and that, to come to a place like this, when he come on, you could probably see it was a little bit inexperienced. So we needed as much experience on that pitch as we could have got, and that's probably our thought process going into the game. That's probably our thought process picking the team. I thought he equipped himself really, really well, but it'll be one of them with Marcel. It'll probably take him weeks before we see the best of him. He's not had a pre-season. He's not had a club for the last 3 months. He's also picked up, while training on his own, he's picked up an injury, so that's kept him out for a few weeks. His first minutes of football was the other night, a half an hour against Newcastle, and then he's gone into the 80th minute today. So fair play to him. He'll be sore in the morning. But again, I don't want to push the kid. I don't want to break him. But I thought he gave us a little bit today that I was pleased with.
And a free week now, and then 2 big home games. The first of which is a Lincolnshire derby.
Yeah, look, we just got to regroup. We got to go back on the training grounds. We got to manage our players this week as well. But we got to start addressing, and we will address the issues that we've had over the last 2 games. I'm not comfortable with them. I'm not comfortable with 1 or 2 individuals in the changing room. How easy they've been beat, how easy they're giving up goals, and and the mistakes that they're making. So that needs addressing. That needs talking about on Monday, Tuesday. and we also need to get on the training ground and try and rectify, correct, and eradicate those car crash moments that we seem to keep having and giving ourselves mountains to climb.